Hey, Sean McMahon, My Mortgages by Sean. I'm here with the rate update. So the Federal Reserve decided to keep rates unchanged. That was expected. But remember, I've said this in the past. It's not what they do, it's what they say. It's what Powell says in a press conference afterwards. And everything went well. It was a dovish tone, so it wasn't bad. But then you also have to look at what's called the dot plot. And that shows how the Federal Reserve board members are voting. And based on that, it looks like we're probably going to have a couple interest rate reductions this year. And maybe at the next meeting, we're going to have a quarter point or so. But remember, don't get too excited about that, because that doesn't mean mortgage rates are going to come down, because the Federal Reserve does not control mortgage rates. No matter what you hear out there and all the news and pressure on them to lower interest rates, it doesn't mean mortgage rates are going to come down. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but we're probably going to get 2 cuts, and hopefully that does lead to the bond market looking at that favorably and rates come down a little bit. We're not going to see a huge drop in rates this year, no matter what the Fed does. So currently we're at 6.87% on an overall average 30-year conventional fix. And remember, these are averages, not specifics. 6.41 on FHA, 6.42 on VA. So they're pretty much where they were last week, not big changes. So hopefully going forward with all this good economic news about inflation, because that's the key. How are tariffs going to affect the economy? So inflation is the key to all this, and hopefully that continues to improve. Don't listen to all the noise out there. I heard somebody say, and maybe it was in the administration, lower interest rates 200 basis points. That's not something that's ever going to happen. So do not get your hopes up. Do not think rates are going to come down into the 4s. Normal market is 5s, 6s, and 7s, and that's where interest rates are going to go in the future. So hopefully this all works out and we start seeing a little bit better interest rates this year. If you have any questions over the weekend, feel free to reach out to me. I'm available for pre-approvals. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Thank you very much.